Now for kinematics, I'm going to hide this gallery first. So we've got this belt, one that is joined to these drums into one groove, and then we have an extension right here with another belt into another groove. So this drum is connected to this rotating cylinder there, and then we have this extension of the blade that is also joined to this rotating cylinder right here. So we need one extra groove right here. That is pretty easy to add. Let's go to the back view. So we had one groove here. We might need to add one section right here. So let's see, that was revolute what? Okay, so it must be sketch 3. Double click on sketch 3. Like so. We are going to add one more right here. And this, raise this one a little bit. And then click on profile. Add an extra. Like that. And trim off this. Exit. Yeah, so one cylinder is going, the rotating cylinder is going to be here, and another is going to be right here. Now, obviously, we are going to simplify our geometry. We are not going to use such a complicated system right here, because that's not our main goal. So we're just going to create two hollow cylinders here and here, and then just have a simple structure connecting these two like that. Let's start with the two cylinders. So right here, we can create an axis system right here and then sketch. So I'm going to select this edge and then create a point using the center of the circle. One thing you should keep in mind is the orientation of this z-axis. So z-axis should be along this plane, and we had translate to, which is an axis system that we use to create the blades, and this is what we are going to translate instead of creating a new axis system. So you're going to select translation, and this is the element, point to point. Starting point is its origin, and end point is that point. Select OK. I can hide this. So we're going to sketch on this ZX plane. And I'm going to select this inner circle and project it as a standard element, and the outer one as a construction element. Then go back to normal view. So now we need to add another circle here, but which is less than this outer circle. So about that point, and exit. Now, if you were in part design, we would just create a pad, which would be very efficient because we don't have to close any faces. But I think it's important that we have that an all surface geometry first before we go to create the solid surfaces. So we're going to extrude this. The first limit, I'm going to leave a distance here. No, back view. I'm going to leave off a distance here of 5 millimeters, and then this is going to be 20. So your first dimension is 5, second limit is 25, and make sure you have reversed direction to this side. Okay, select OK. Keep all the sub elements. we can close the faces. Select fill. Maybe we can change this to a darker color. Then you're going to fill. Make sure nothing is selected. Select fill. The outer circle, and then go to inner boundaries and select the inner circle. Preview. Select OK. Repeat the same for the other side. Outer circle is our external boundary. Our inner boundary is going to be that one. Preview. Select OK. Now just join extrude surface and the two fill surfaces, then select OK. So that's going to be our rotating cylinder. Hold on. It's join 3. That's going to be gray. And we can just translate this one so we don't have to repeat ourselves. Translate join 3. The direction is this Y component. Direction and distance. Direction is the Y component. Now element is join 3. Direction is Y component. So just make sure that it's not touching either of these surfaces. It's about the middle point. Select OK. So now we have the two rotating cylinders. We make a very simple connecting arm. Just a cylinder running downwards and then joining to this blade. And the same for the other side. Like we are not going to make it very complicated. So I'm going to show translate 2. So remember, it's along this blade and we can make a circular profile there. So if I sketch on the ZX plane of translate 2, oops, where did it go to? I need the ZX. Can go to the side view since I'm struggling here. Hide this paint gallery again. So this ZX plane, sketch on it. And then I don't remember which blade is it that we were sketching. So maybe I can try to check. Okay, it's this blade. So I'm just going to create a circle. Give it a diameter of 20 millimeters. Exit. Okay, still sketched on the wrong one. No problem, because we are still going to use symmetry. So this one we are going to extrude and then join it down here. So I can first sketch on this XY plane, this right here. XY plane. Sketch. And we want to create a circle at the middle of this profile. So create a circle which is also, was it 20? No, it should be 10. It should be 10. It should be 10 because I remember the width is 20. Hold on, let's first make sure that this is 10 as well. This should be 10. Exit. Now back to our new profile. This is also going to be 10, but it's also going to be at the center. So if you say the distance between the center and this edge, it should be 10. Now that we've got that, we can create two lines with a corner. Let's go to the side, to the back view. Let's go to the back view. So we're going to make a line using point and direction. The first point, create the point, is going to be the center of this circle. And then the direction is going to be this Y component. Reverse the direction and extend it as such. Click OK. Then another point. Point and direction. The first point is the center of this circle. The direction is the Z component. Make sure they are intersecting. Select OK. And then create a 3D corner. Trim both the elements. And then the radius, we can try 15. Select OK. And then you can create a multi-section surface from this to this section using this as a guide. Preview. Oh, I understand why it's not going to work. Well, the guide has to be intersecting the profiles. So what we're going to do is to sweep. We can sweep this profile using this as a guide. Preview. And select OK. So that's going to be our connecting arm. You're going to select sweep, and then you're going to cut it using this blade and this rotating cylinder. Select other side, so you have this middle section. Select OK. Keep only one element using an extract. Select OK. And you're going to select this element. Not an edge, we need the surface. Select OK. So extract one is going to be our connecting arm. We can hide the corner as well as the sketches. We can now use symmetry. Use extract one. The reference is going to be this XY plane. Actually, either of these two will work. Hold on, translate. Use this face, the XY plane, and now you've got two connecting arms that are connecting this rotating cylinder to the blades, and select OK. Now to make it one object, you're going to split this join 3 using extract 1 and symmetry 2 and join them together. So the opening points should be where they are touching the blade, and select OK. So that's the first one. There's one sketch here, sketch 9, hide it. The next one is the one that is have a belt around this drum, and then it's connecting to this cylinder. Once again, it's very simple. We're just going to sketch this face. Yeah, let's sketch this face. And then project this as a standard element. And then create another concentric circle from its center. Like so. And then we have lines, straight lines that are going towards the side where we are connecting it. So this is on this side, so it's going to go to that side. So select line from this center point, and it's going to be tangent, okay? And then it goes up to probably the middle section of this profile. That means that the distance between this endpoint and this edge is going to be 10. Then create an axis, and then select this line and symmetry, mirror it using that. So you can trim off that element. Repeat the same for the inner circle. So make sure you see a blue line that's connecting the middle, or that's connecting to the initial line. That's the same point. It should be tangent, and then it ends at the same place. So there's also a blue vertical line connecting the two. That's how you know. And then mirror that one using this axis. Then trim off the excess circle like that. And then exit. We're going to extrude the surface. So select sketch 13, extrude, reverse the direction. We don't need this second one. This second one is going to be 0. And then we just want to make sure that it's not touching this cylinder. Okay. And if it appears too thin, we can reduce the distance of this cylinder. So I think what I'm going to do is just pull it up to this point, about 10 millimeters. Keep all the sub elements, and then hold on. Keep all the sub elements. Then reduce this radius. I think that was sketch 3. Sketch 3. Just pull this one down, but first we need to fix this line. Fix the line. Remove this coincident. And then drop this one down. Check. We still need to reduce it a bit more. Yeah, so now we've got clearance on that side. We've got clearance. And now we have a new surface. And now we can join it here. So what I'm going to do is to sketch on this face once again. And then just draw a straight line. I can project these two lines to give me some points to use for coincidence, like that. Then select rectangle, start from this point up to that point. This is a standard element, and exit. Then extrude that rectangle up to element. This is the element. Select OK. Select the external surface and fill. And you can join fill, not sketch 14. Clear that selection. So the fill and the extrude, preview, select OK. We can give this again a different shade. Now for us to be able to fill these sections, we need to join the two vertices. So we're going to hide this and hide the sketch as well. And just create a line from here to here. And another one from this point to this point. Do the same for the other side. So filling up the surfaces is tedious. Again, it's not the same as creating the pads in mechanical design. I'm aware it's simpler there, but this is a surfacing tutorial, so we just have to roll with this. So we fill this contour. And once again, we fill this contour. The side one. No, not sketch 13. I need to hide sketch 13 so it's not, so we are not being able to select it. So the curve is this one. That's the profile. Do the same for the other side. Perhaps we might want to hide that. Select fill. I can try to create a boundary, so it's going to be easier. Yep. All right. Now that's not right. Hold on. Select fill. Create a boundary. We created the wrong boundary. Let's just select the curves. We already selected line 5. Okay, that's a closed profile. Preview and select OK. We can join. Extrude 3. And all the fill surfaces that we have created. It should be a closed surface. We can also hide all these lines and show join 5. And that's it. So that we are going to mirror this one to the other side. So select symmetry, join 5 and 6. Join 5. And then the reference is going to be, again, no, this is YZ plane. Oops. Remove, close this one. The reference is, it should be the XY. Hold on. No, not XY. YZ. We are using the wrong rotate system. We are using the wrong rotate system. We should have rotate 2. Where is rotate to hide show? So the one where the Z axis is lying along this, I'm going to hide this. And this one as well. Rotate to hide show. Yes. And then using its X axis. XY plane, I mean. That's okay. So now we've connected both the drums and the blades. So they can rotate about this axis. So we're not going to go into the transmission systems and all that. We're just going to leave it as that. We can now show the main body. We are done with the tail rotor. So that's it. We can give materials now. to the blades. For the blades, I think I'm going to give them this sunshine orange. For these joining mechanisms, I'm going to give them aluminum gray. The same applies. Maybe for the bolt, we can go for black. No, that's not the bolt, sorry. That's okay. And then this one as well, aluminum gray. Lastly, we have the two revolute surfaces. That's metal green. Okay. You can give whatever materials you want to give. And this is the result for the tail rotor. All right, for the main transmission, that is the main rotor. Again, we'll go very simple. We just create that main axis right here, and then a system to attach the blade. We just create one blade and then create we create a circular pattern for the blades. There are 5 blades, and once we're done with that, the only thing remaining now will be the skid. So let's go to the main transmission.